famous movie called Endiran. It's a Shankar movie, Rajnikant and Aishwarya Rai movie. The great director Shankar predicted the future through that movie. So how I can build my own humanoids, my Chitti actor Rajnikant is building his own clone. Okay, so that's also one of the inspiration. But I realized it's very tough technology. I stayed in a hostel, college hostel. Then we plan to take a room and we can convert the room in our office. If you just check our Instagram first post, you can see that photo. That time we have I think 4 computers and also 6 chairs. That time we were very curious. That time also very challenging because the financial support we don't have, like it's a bootstrap startup.
Interesting.
So but we within a year very confused, like where we try really where we are going, like the humanoid robotics space, still the market is not opening. Actually that time period I think 10 years old robotics startups in already available in Kerala, but they are not achieving anything. They are not scaling. Lots of challenges is there. The market is not ready to accept the product. And also roughly we tried 64 or 65 prototype in a year. That's a main issue facing in our education system. It's a very traditional education system still now we are following. Yeah, every year actually we need a syllabus changing council we need actually, because the technology speed, every week update is coming. If the employee is not curious to learn that technology, then the company's R&D, it's not work properly.
I think in a way you are doing like a fabulous job of creating the entire ecosystem. So you started a company and then you were like, okay, we need great team members, which is like the essence of building great products. So you started this learning center. You then wanted to procure good parts, and then that's where you started your own ecosystem for that as well. Then of course you're building your own products anyways, and then now you're also talking about funding these great projects.
We realized we need most advanced material. So we checked everywhere, Taiwan, Japan, USA, China. We realized like when we purchase a product from Taiwan or Japan, the shipping cost is very high. If 2 options is there, like we can ship through sea and also the flight. Sea means it will take 45 to 60 days. Means the production time, it will increase 2 months. Okay, like delays will happen. So that's very challenging. And if we are taking flight, it takes 6 to 10 days. But the customs duty, if we purchase anything in robotics category, 30% duty is there, and also the GST is there. So the clearance, we want to submit lots of documents. So that's also quite challenging. Why I am mentioning all these points, because it's very helpful for new startup founders. We are the first company selected for NVIDIA Humanoid Robotics program. Like then we got most advanced tools, early access group include, and also Isaac Sim, Isaac Lab. So and also lots of their advanced softwares. That's also help us to scale faster. Definitely within 2 years we will go for open source, like because open source only creating big impact.
Hi, Athil. Thank you so much for doing this. I'm really excited to have this conversation with you because you are among the very, very few people who are building in the space of physical AI humanoid systems, not just in India, but in the entire world. Um, so, to start with, I would ask you, what is it that is driving humanoids research and products and progress since the last 2 years? What is it that has brought this particular form of robotics in forefront?
Yeah, actually, thank you so much, Supriya, for this opportunity and a discussion with you. Last 2 years, I think marvelous technology development happened after LLM, large language model. After OpenAI introduced large language model, right now the VLA models are coming. The 2 years we achieved, I think, 100 years innovation in humanoid robotic space. Like huge investment is happening because this is not a $1 billion market. It's a $1 trillion market as per Elon Musk, and also the main fund house market prediction is going to reach 24 trillion. So last 2 year VLA plus LLM integration happened. Most advanced humanoid robot, the capability of the robot have very impressive. Lots of companies are coming for humanoid physical intelligence space. We are the one of the company from India to develop physical intelligence and humanoid robots. Actually the technology development speed is very high because the reason is we advanced the generative AI capability we done very much last few years after OpenAI ChatGPT movement. So right now we have the large language model we have. Before 1 year we achieved a technology called VLA, visual language action models. That's a main super active element in humanoid robotic space. So last 2 years, lots of like few companies started in 2023. Their valuation reached near 55 billion or near 100 billion. They are going to raise fund. So this is a great technology development is happening. Actually, that last 2 years we created the robot's brain. That's the most advanced things happening right now. So we are also developing same technology from India.
That's very interesting to watch. And I'm very sure everyone listening to this is very interested in this space because there's so much for everyone to come as even a small vendor or either like you build apps on top of these humanoids according to what use case that you are, trying to deploy it for. So there's so much that you can do with humanoids. Um, so it's interesting that you got into this space, and I would like to know a bit about how did you get into this space? What was that mindset like, wherein people not understand humanoids or not even understanding robots or robotics, they're not even thinking about it, and you are in this space, not just building it, but then even building a business around it. So how is it that you were brought up? So if you can just, we can go way back and understand like which city were you born in, and if you can just tell us something about your parents.
Yeah, sure, sure. So actually, I'm born in one of the village called name is called Bison Valley. It's a Idiki district. So I'm a middle class family. In 2010, I am watched a movie. It's a famous movie called Endiran. It's a Shankar movie, Rajnikant and Aishwarya Rai movie. That's a brilliant narrative or technology. The future. Actually, the great director Shankar predicted the future through that movie. So that movie when I am studying in my 8th standard, I am very curious to know the robots. So that time the robotics technology is not much development or like we are going to develop robots, but maybe it take 100 years or 200 years. So that much
Hmm.
capability we want to achieve. So that time I watched that movie. It's a very, I know I want to learn more about robots. I want to develop my own city. So that time I'm started to develop my robots. That time electronic circuit development or motor technology or motors, I cannot get any motors, so I will purchase some RC cars. I am taking motors and I'm trying to build some robots.
So
So
was
I'm
that
a
in your school times is when you
yeah, that's
started
my school
building
time.
robots?
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
actually,
okay.
my 8th standard, I am started my startup career. I am because I want to I need more money to develop this robot. I am already mentioned I'm a very lower middle class family, so the family financial background is very lower level. So I need to earn money also. Okay, because if I have money, I can purchase good motors and on some circuits, LED bulbs. So that time I'm started I'm plan to build my first product. It's a LED emergency light. So I sold almost 35 emergency light in my village. So I got some little money. So I'm started my robots, and also the my family is super supportive. They are not asking any what the end of the result. They try to maximum because they are farmers. So lots of limitation is there. So
So both your
but
parents are involved in farming?
yeah, yes, farming.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
So, and also we have a cow farm. So, some little pocket money they will give to me. It's very less, okay, but they know he's doing something they in his passion. So the support is great. So after that, in my 10th standard, I built my first robot. It's also a semi-humanoid robot. After that, I want to learn more about electronics. Then after actually, I studied in technical high school, so I got some little idea about electronics. After 10th, I joined in vocational higher secondary. Means I will get more knowledge in electronics side. So the electronic side, I have done lots of projects. It's fully scrap. I am taking raw materials from scrap, and I'm doing some projects. So that I period also I need to earn more money because the robotic side it's expensive. Like the motor cost is very high, some circuit board is very high. I want to purchase my own Arduino board in my 11th standard. So I am planned that time we got some training in core electronics. Then I am planning to start my second startup in Christmas LED stars. Okay, so that time
Okay.
I purchased raw materials from Kochi, and I sold 100 stars. Okay, that time I got some good money, good profit margin also. So then I purchased my first mobile phone. Then I start to learn how to program, how to build a robot. That time period, the plus two time period, we build a project, so it's quite viral. And also I am build a drone in, I think the time period is near 2016. So that time
So
period
that
I
was
built
when you
my.
were in your initial days of college.
No, initial, not initial, like it's a plus two time. Okay, after plus two, I'm more interested to build in humanoids and drones. And the first year, when I want to learn more core engineering. Then I plan to take a robotics engineering course. But actually, in Kerala or Tamil Nadu, the robotics course is not available. Available some colleges like Amrita, but the cost is very high. So as a middle class boy, I cannot afford it. Then I plan to take a course called mechatronics engineer. So that time period, the like I'm already built some drones and robot. Then local news covered all those details. It goes viral. Then actually, I came for I'm looking at a mechatronics engineer. Then I uh, get a right course, one of the college in Akshaya College of Engineering. So is it that's located in Tamil Nadu. So that time period, I joined the college. So I have lots of opportunity. Like my vision, I can build my own humanoid robot. I can build autonomous drone. That's my aim when I'm starting my college study time. But that time period, another miraculous happened. Like the local news gone like so viral in local media. Then I got a call from Delhi. He's a ISRO scientist. He connected. He's also from Kerala. So he's very interested in my project, and he given a opportunity to participate in IISF, Indian International Science Festival. So only few students or few group can participate from each state. So I got an opportunity to present my project in IISF. That time I think 2017. It's happening on Madras. Okay, Madras IIT. So that's a very great milestone in my career. So I got lots of connections, how to build, how the technology going to change the world. So actually, in when my plus two time period, I want to join in IIT, but my JE mark is very poor, so I cannot join in IIT. But within 6 months, I can participate a event in IIT. So that's my college and my school time. I am very passionate about to learn how the robots working, how the electronics is working, how I can build my own humanoids, my Chitti. So that's a main spark happened. I am a very curious person how that system is working. So
Oh,
that's it.
okay. So, if you plan to build your own, so of course you want to build a chitti, but then something looking like you, right? I guess that's what we
Yeah.
spoke
Yes.
about last time as well. But then I
Yes.
hope that the
Absolutely.
end of the robot that looks like you won't be the same as the chitti robot.
Yeah, actually, when we see this movie, the capabilities is very amazing. And also the actor Rajnikant is building his own clone. Okay, so that's also one of the inspiration. But I realized it's very tough technology. Uh, like if we want to clone a robot, that's lots of technology integration we need. So then I realized, and the very important part is the robotics is very complex technology. We need to know more about electronic side, motor side, degree of freedom, kinematics. Lots of technology integration is happening. So then I realized we take minimum 5 to 6 years. Right now we are building my own clone or my own robots. So it's take almost 5 to 6 years.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So, how did you start building your first prototype from a company level? So, let's talk about how did you incept your company?
In 2017, the first year, we started my own startup called Tisru Robotics. Actually, it's a autonomous system making company. We are doing some internships in college, and also we are providing some on-the-job training to the school students. My own, my plus two school, like vocational higher secondary, we conducted some programs. So actually, we registered our company in 2017 end. With my batchmate Akhil is a co-founder of I Hub Robotics. In also the initial startup, is also one of the co-founder, and also my senior, his name is Sharath. He's a, when I'm joining, he's a second year mechatronics engineer. So we started our first startup. We registered our first startup. So the total money we like we are doing some internships and some projects. So we got some little money and we started our first startup in 2017 end. So that time period, we started to make our own prototype. The first prototype is called Akshaya Bot. It's a technology integrated service robot for college, welcome purpose, reception purpose. So that time period, it's a fully scrap. I think you can see that photos in my LinkedIn profile also. So it's a fully scrap. We are taking some raw material from uh, uh, different areas. So we integrated and we are just doing some electronics work, and we purchased our, I think that time period, our company has said we have almost 12 Adino board, Adino Mega. That time period, it's big expensive, like one Adino Mega original version we want to pay 2,500 or 3,000. If I am getting a Adino Mega, that means I am getting a big award for me, like that much of cost issue is there. But so that's our first. Then in 2000, that time period, we started making the humanoid robots, voice integration. That time period, the large language model is not there. That word is not.
Mm.
Actually, the beginning of the AI era actually happened in 2017 and 2018. But we cannot get any access or the technology development information. It's not available. It's a closed loop. So then we started to develop our own Jarvis, like the movie is definitely inspiration for many founders. It's a Iron Man movie. Iron Man have a like a voice clone, like a voice agentic assistant is there called Jarvis. So we also want to develop our own Jarvis in our robot. It's a agentic AI voice. So that time we already start to develop our voice agent. So that's our first prototype we done in our second year.
How did you find your co-founders? Like, were you like a part of some club, or like, how did you understand that, yes, you three want to work together and you three share the same vision?
Yeah, actually, I'm a very backbencher. Like my co-founders, Akhil and Sarath, they are brilliant in academics. But we are discussing about like definitely every college time, lots of discussion will happen. We want to do something. We want to develop projects. So the Sarath in second year, he's doing brilliant projects like the technology side. He's developing voice clones, agents, and also the technology side, software side. He's very brilliant guy. And also the Agil have same vision. We want to build something for our country. The total ecosystem going to change. The job market is going to change. So definitely we need. Then we realized we have the same synergies. We have same mission. So actually, me and Sarath taken a office. Like we that time the first year we mainly stayed in a hostel, college hostel. Then we plan to take a room, and we can convert the room in our office. If you just check our Instagram first post, you can see that photo. That time we have I think 4 computers and also 6 chairs. That time we are very curious, like we are going to develop a office, so we purchase something to build our own office. So it's very curious because my co-founders, they are ready to do anything, like they are 100% integrated with the same vision. So that's a great thing happened in our journey. And also their vision and also the contribution side, because it's a lots of struggle definitely to build a startup. They know, they supported me and we supported together to build our own startup. That the technology side, the CTO, he's Sharath is a CTO. He's technology side is very brilliant, and also Akhil is a very good coordinator. He's right now chief
Mm,
operating officer. So that synergy we match. I am so this is the main core thing happened in our startup journey.
okay.
Very one vision, and we are ready to do lots of effort from our side. We are not expecting any outcome or return. So that's our co-founding selection happened in our first year end.
Okay. So now that you started building, you built a semi-humanoid, right, in that process. So then what did you think of doing with it after you built your first or second prototype?
Actually, we got some innovation awards that time period. We actually the IASF also we I got best innovation and young scientist award from IIT Madras.
Hmm.
So that's also very very great milestone for the college also. So the college put lots of effort to do more projects. So we selected as a best innovation award, and we got the first flight trip Coimbatore to Bangalore that time period. That's award. So actually then after the tech day, every college one day is a tech day happen, like the innovation students build lots of projects. So that time period, one of our chairman, his name is Rangarajan, he's very interested to deploy the robot for the college. So we fine tuned the robot will give more like customer service, like admission inquiries, fees payment, everything we can integrate to the system. But it's quite challenging that time period. The technology development, it's very difficult. So we created some telegram bot integrated to the robot, and we are used for the college purpose. That's a fine tuning we done for in the robot. But then the journey, like that time period, the technology stack is entirely different. Right now it's entirely different. So that's a use case we done for the college in our second year time.
Okay. Then how did it come to a point wherein you finally made a product out of it and then thought that okay, this needs to be taken more seriously and deployed much more seriously than what we are doing right now? So how did that shift happen?
Yeah, actually, the second year, the real struggle actually started because we have started our own office. We need lots of raw material. That time period, we have only one revenue source. We are doing some projects and we are getting some money. So after that, Sharath is mainly focusing on humanoid. I am focusing on drones, in autonomous drones. We actually developed some good drone project also in 2018, but the ecosystem is not here, like the startup support is not available, and also the funding issues there. Then we tried our maximum in our first startup. We applied lots of grant, lots of events we attended, and also finally the 2019 we applied we created a project draft. Okay, the drone the drone project name is called Mrida Sanjeevani. We can use as a blood bank, the drone blood bank, and also the medicines we can transfer one end to another end in. So we, and also the defense segment also, the Garuda, one of the project in our drone project name is called Garuda. So we created a draft and we are directly sent to BSF and PMO office in 2019. But we are not getting any reply. 6 months we are not got any reply. That time period actually Sharath is in his fourth year. So the thing is that we are maximum putting our effort, but the result is not coming. So in 2020 the COVID happened, like the totally entirely the collapse happened. So we moved to, like, Sharath already done fourth year, like he's doing some internship in another company. In I'm My fourth year in 2020, that's also done. Then I come back to my village. So that time period, like in 2020 end, we are getting a message from BSF. This is very interesting project. We are already done the evaluation. It's a long process. We are very interested to invite you to do a demo in BSF Delhi office. And also we have got a very interesting message from the mail from the PMO also. So again the spark is happening, and just that time period Sharath started his MTech in Amrita, specialized in robotics. So Sharath is also just connected contacted me, and he's mentioning the real robotics boom is going to happen. Like right now I'm learning, because Amrita is great. They are doing lots of project oriented education, and also their lab is very brilliant lab. So the technology spark, it's very high. So he told me like, I know how to build the systems. Right now I am working on it. I am working with world class robotics products. So then suddenly we planned, yeah, we can again, we can start a new company, because the ROC, first our company ROC is located on Coimbatore. So right now we came back to our state, so we want to start a new company. The ROC shift is very expensive and it's quite challenging. Then we started a new company called I Hub Robotics in 2022. Then the same project, actually the same project again we are doing. We want to integrate a voice agentic assistant with our robot. But that first year is also very challenging. But we got some initial grant supports. I think we got a prototype grant from 8 lakh prototype grant from Kerala Startup Mission. So that's also like, yeah, we are going right track. So definitely we want to do these things. And also we then the 2022, when we started, like we started our own office in Kochi. That's, I think, 1200 square feet office we started in 2022. The office inaugurated by MP, member of parliament, High Eden. So that time period, then everything is set. Like we started our own office. We don't have any team members that time period, because we want to do lots of R&D. So again, like the college, we have lots of friends, the same vision. And also they someone is working on the hardware, someone working on the computer vision side, someone is very good in the programming side. Then we realized, then okay, so we can take 2-3 members for our team, our core team. Then we started hiring, but we are not getting any suitable profile, because robotics means it's quite challenging. It's a very complex technology. Then Sharath, the CTO's friend, is actively in college. During the college time, he is very actively participating in lots of hackathon. So he met a guy called Surya in from Chennai. He's a brilliant in research side. So me and Sharath and Akhil invited him to join our team. He's a right now he's the chief research officer in our company. So then the core team is ready, but we want to start, because the mechanical structural side, design side, we want to work. Then we are trying maximum. We are doing lots of advertisement through LinkedIn, in it, but we are not getting any proper lead. Then we realized the robotics education, lots of issue in our ecosystem, because the market is only starting to boom. So we need to create our own team. So the education structure, like the engineering, actually the engineering college, I am already mentioned, I have lots of expectation, but I cannot get any the technology side updation from college, because it's a very old education system. We are facing like lots of mathematic integrations, and also the traditional education system stuff is there. So lots of challenge we faced in our education time, like in our college time. So then we realized we want to start our own education system, like education platform. Then the 2022, I think within 3 months we started iHub School of Learning. iHub School of Learning only focusing 2 courses in robotics and also AI. Okay, so that time also the AI boom is going to start. The initial push is coming. So we started our own education platform called iHub School of Learning. iHub School of Learning, it's a 3 hours per day, 3 hours class is happening in our lab. It's a in the industrial lab. The total class is happening in industrial lab. So that time another challenge we faced, we are not getting the materials, like the robotics components we are not getting. That's not we don't have any proper supply chain. Then the same time I Hub School of Learning starting, same time we started another subsidiary called iHub Cart. It's a e-commerce platform for only robotics. Okay, like we will get Arduino board, Raspberry Pi, different cameras. So we are actually, that's a project, big project we started. We want to create a network to schools and colleges, and we are going to supply with 3%, only 2 or 3% margin. So that time period, Robu, the one of the startup in main leading right now, they are holding I think 60 or 70% market share in India in robotics components sales. So that time period, Robu is also doing some job, but that's not scaled that time period. So we already started our own platform. It's a e-commerce platform. Those that time period we don't have any team, we are all just coding and we are creating our own platform, we are creating our own website. Right, still now our total websites done from our side. We are not like everything, like we need a platform or we need a payment integration, we will definitely do because we know the technology. So that's time also very challenging because the financial support we don't have, like it's a bootstrap startup.
Interesting.
So but
Mm.
we within a year very confused, like where we right, really where we are going, like the humanoid robotic space, still the market is not opening. Actually that time period I think 10 years old robotics startups in already available in Kerala, but they are not achieving anything, they are not scaling, lots
Mm.
of challenges is there, the market is not ready to accept the product. And also roughly we tried 64 or 65 prototype in a year. Then Agil just like the CEO is just connecting me, you are you sure we are going a right track? Like, yeah, yes, we are going a right track. But that time period, when they are asking a question like this, that's also some challenges is there, like our co-founder is also some doubt in our journey. So because we are doing lots of prototypes, we are planning to develop our own raw stack, and also we are going to build, we got in 2013 first I think we got a order, one restaurant robot service robot order we got. Then we realized, okay, this is the market, this is the right market, we are going to launch our restaurant robot. So then the technology integration side, that's also very challenging because the open source models, like we want to completely develop in-house a technology, that's also very challenging. Then we realized we need our own raw stack navigation system. Then we 6 or 7 months our R&D already done. And then still now we don't have a product, lots of challenges is there. That time period we are getting some small revenue from our education platform, I Hub School of Learning, and also the I Hub card.
And who were these
Then
people
we,
who were on this platform at
yeah,
iLearning?
actually, yeah, the I Hub School of Learning, actually we hired some core members, like after BTech. So, we hired initially 3 members. So the 3 ladies still right now is working in our company. They are the top position leading the education segment. So
And who are the
we
people who are
hired,
actually learning? Like, who are the people,
yeah,
who are the
yeah,
students?
yeah. Yeah, that's students. Like after +2, students can join in our diploma program. After BTech and MTech, they can join our PG program, specialized in ROS, and also they can do the specialization course in ML, A in fine tuning. So it's a only 3 or 4 course we are providing. It's a fully specialized course, and they
Mm.
will do on hardware. And also the course structure is also entirely different. Actually, we created our own syllabus, and we approached BSIL, central government BSIL. We submitted our syllabus. Like the syllabus means the 4 year Amrita or engineering BTech program. We taken the main parts, like the electronic side. The robotics engineer definitely know the electronic side. Definitely they know want to know the programming side. So it's a 1 year course. So we structured the course. 2 months we will provide this subject, core subject, and this last 6 months we want to do lots of project in our education system. So it's a new education system. We already developed our own ROS robots for like it's robots for the education, our own education lab. So the students will came there and they will program and develop their own products. That's a concept, because our aim, we want to create more robotics and AI engineers in India. That's our aim.
And how many students did you get over the
Yeah, the
period of
initial time
say,
period,
1 year?
the first batch, I think 11 students we got
Hmm.
that time period. Then right now we are doing some good job because right now we collaborated with many colleges. We are doing skill up programs for the colleges, and also already we started our own lab in Chennai, and also right now we are scaling in iHub School of Learning. Right now we are scaling Saudi Arabia and UAE.
Okay. And how many students you have right now?
Right now the offline, the almost 150 to 200 students are studying, because the scaling is in our then we realize the education we want to scale, definitely we going to go to the online. So but the robotics sets, that's quite challenging, because the totally integration happening on the hardware. Two type of education system is there in the robotics space. One is the simulation side, and second is the hardware integration side. We will do the all the simulation in the software side, then we are going to integrate that technology to the hardware. But that's very challenging. Okay, then right now also lots of robotics or AI education system, like startups are coming, everyone is providing online education, but that's the end of the result is we are not get a proper product development engineers. Okay, because we want
Oh,
to, if the simulation and the product integration gap is very high, like uh, some technology challenges is there, so they want to just plug to the robot, and they want to update the robot. So some technology sensor integration they want to do. So lots of challenges is there, so we finalize, we only do the offline education. So we have a center, we have two office in Kochi. So almost a capability 150 to 200 students per
okay.
day, two shifts they can study. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
our current capability. Right now we are going to scale all over India to offline model. Some collaborations and some major discussions happening. We are going to some launch some big projects in India with government support. Actually the discussion going with central government and state government. It's an incubation center model. Students can come there and make their own robot prototype. We will provide most advanced technology stack. Our team will review how the development is going on, why the technology change is happening, and all the syllabus. We have another advantage. Every year we will change the syllabus, because that's a main issue facing in our education system. It's a very traditional
Mm,
education system. Still now we are
interesting.
following. Yeah,
Mm,
every year actually we need a syllabus changing council, we need actually, because the technology speed,
very
every week
fast.
update is coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
so definitely we need a government body to monitor what kind of technology change is happening, how to learn that technology in our students when coming to our education system. That's a very important thing. And also uh, the technology, like right now if we are just doing Microsoft Excel, still now in education, our education system, still now we are doing Excel. Lots of AI integration and AI tool integration already come there. So that's a
Oh,
thing. We every year our we have a technical body, so with included some government professionals and researchers also. So we will change the syllabus every year. Right now this year I think I have School of Learning, we added underwater drone, autonomous drone system in our syllabus. Like students can take a elective and they can do the project. And also after 1 year we got some good talent. Right now they are working in our R&D in good position. So actually still now we are lacking the skill pool or talent pool,
mm,
because like that last 2 years that much of technology changes happen. Okay,
yeah,
so
very
that's a
true.
gap is, yeah, that's a gap like the distance between before 2 year we are working on large language model. Right now we are working on VLA, okay, vision language action models. That change is very like we cannot accept that change. That's the thing, because if the employee is not curious to learn that technology, then the company's R&D it's not work properly. So that's a challenging thing we are facing every year. So then we realized we want to add more technology projects. We will fund, like I have robotics do the funding part, and also we are ready to and I can proudly say that like our ex-employees or our students right now starting, I think 6 to 7 robotic startup they started last year. And also lots of discussion is going on in our iHub School of Learning, we conducted a funding program, Ignite 2025. We the pitching competition with, I think, 120 pitching is happened last year.
Okay.
All over Kerala. Yeah, 120 students submitted their startup idea. Okay, so we promoted and we are ready to fund that small projects, because we know the challenges, how the prototype to product, that gap and the distance is very high,
Of
so we
course.
know the reality.
Right. I think in a way you are doing like a fabulous job of creating the entire ecosystem. So you started a company and then you were like, okay, we need great team members, which is like the essence of building great products. So you started this learning center. You then wanted to procure good parts, and then that's where you started your own ecosystem for that as well. Then, of course, you're building your own products anyways, and then now you're also talking about funding these great projects, which is also one of the very important parts of building a product is money, building a hardware product, especially. Um, so let's start with the just the learning school that you spoke about. Do you also hire then your team members mostly from these learning school?
Yeah, actually, I think 20 to 25 percentage from the learning school, and we are
Mm,
collaborating with some universities also. Still now the talent
right.
gap is there. Yeah,
Hmm.
so that's right now we are
Okay.
doing, like, we want to, our aim, we want to train 1 lakh engineers, robotics engineers within 2030. That's our mission. And also we are
Hmm.
opening our large labs and also the industrial corridor within 3 months. So that also I will mention when I discuss about I Hub Robotics. This is entirely, it's a
Sure.
subsidiary backed by I Hub Robotics.
Let's talk about that part of your business wherein you are getting all the parts at one place, building an e-commerce platform. Where are you getting these parts from, and
Yeah.
how are you making sure that they are available to people in like least amount of time?
Yeah, actually, the iHub card, actually, it's a, like, that's not a success actually. We check lots of vendors, and also we go for the Delhi. Delhi is the biggest market for the components market. Like, then we the initial time we purchased almost 10 lakh rupees components for our e-commerce platform. Slowly, that's a, like, that's not worked for us. Like, we planned a network with schools and colleges. We will take a ambassador program, and we will offer every colleges, we have a coupon code for 3% or 5%. Then that's our initial plan, but that's not worked very well. Like, the reason is that that time period, the robo, the one of the main common market leader,
Mm,
listed. Okay, they gone I got a very good subscription in Indian stock market. They got fund, like, in public market. So their advertisement is going very well. And also they created a very proper pool channel with China and India, because lots of components coming from China. So the tax and also the customs duty is very less. I don't know how
mm,
they are getting. Like, I think they are purchasing very huge amount purchase and also very long time deal. So the price definitely, when we are purchasing from Delhi, so they will take definitely a margin. Then the transportation cost, GST, and also the service charge, then e-commerce network charge. So the marketing expense is quite high. So initially, or 6 months to 1 year, we tried very well, like, we want to build a most advanced robotics components available marketplace, but that's not work very well. So right now it's working, but only for our education system and our company ecosystem we are purchasing and we are doing. Still now the website is available. Actually, what we are next year, we are going to change iHub cart as our product marketplace. We will sell different type of robots in our marketplace.
oh, okay. Where do you procure parts for your robots then right now?
Yeah, actually, when the product, actually in 2024, we developed our first product. Last before the 2 years, we are working in R&D. 64 products failed. Different type of robotics products we are making. Everything going to a failure that time period. The challenging thing is that the robotics that time period, one harmonic motors or brushless motors cost is near 1 lakh. So that's we cannot afford. Okay, so uh, but we the final first product we want to build, that's 2024 August we launched the Tara's first prototype. We launched in Chennai, conclave happened in Kerala. So that time period is also, that's not a perfect product. Okay, so then we realized we need most advanced material. So we checked everywhere: Taiwan, Japan, USA, China. So the budget is very high, and also finally we realized, like, when we purchase a product from Taiwan or uh, Japan, the shipping cost is very high. If two options is there, like we can ship through sea and also the flight. C means it will take 45 to 60 days. Means the production time, it will increase 2 months.
Oh,
Okay, like delays will happen. So that's very challenging. And if we are taking flight, it takes 6 to 10 days. But the customs duty, if we purchase anything in robotics category, 30% duty is there, and also the GST is there. So the clearance, we want to submit lots of documents. So that's also quite challenging. Why I am mentioning all these points? Because it's very helpful for new startup founders. Then we created our own vendors, like lots of discussion we done with our vendors. Like, then we right now we are purchasing our components from Taiwan, Japan, and also China is also that, I think 20 percentage our total procurement outside, we are taking, I think China is 20 to 25% we are purchasing from China also. So right now what we are aiming, like, we want to build our own hardware, and also hardware means we want to build our own programming board. Right now we are depends on Nvidia. We are a Nvidia incubated, like we are the first company selected for Nvidia Humanoid Robotics program. Like, then we got most advanced tools, early access Groot, in Groot, and also Isaac Sim, Isaac Lab. So and also lots of their advanced softwares that's also help us to scale faster. So the procurement totally happen, depends on the technology advancement happening. Like motor case also, like motor or hardware case also, Japan is doing very well, most advanced things they are developing. So in our R&D we have a separate division to develop our own motors, own actuators, and own programming board. That's a it's a long time project. Within years we want to develop those kind of technology. In our mission, in our R&D, we have a mission in we want to build our own most advanced computing system within 2029 to 30. That's our aim. So this is our procurement happening. Like, we are depends on three countries: Taiwan, China, and Japan.
okay. So, when did you sell your first humanoid?
Yeah, actually, the first Tara generation one, we got the first order. It's a UAE government order we got. That's a the big another step we got. Like, we get a order from UAE government in 2024, and we deployed 7 robots for a UAE government office. It's a humanless office. That time period, we already attended
Oh,
the robot attended JITEX. Robot talk happened in JITEX UAE, and also we got very some good leads in 2024 October. Then 2024 end, we got some good investment approach to us. So in 2024 end, we that project goes viral. Like, that's very interesting project, because government officials, we got very good feedback. Then we got the first our pre-seed funding from USA. That's a angel funding round. So that's already been done. Actually, in 2024 also, that's not a perfect product. Okay,
oh,
some latency issues there. So, and also we want to build our own body, like body part. That's also big challenge for us. That's very expensive. Right now everyone is using 3D printing, but that's not a proper way to build a product, because prototyping only we can do 3D printing. I think we have almost 30 or 35 3D printers we used last 4 years. So then the molding we want to do, if we are doing an injection molding, we want to invest lots of money. So that's also get challenging. So then we approach some third party developers, but the cost is very high. So the robot cost definitely it will increase. So lots of challenges we face right now. Our own body part making system right now we build in our factory. Right now we have very large scale manufacturing space and also a laboratory we have. So that
Mm-hmm.
issue also we like every time like we definitely face a issue. Maybe it's from hardware side or the electronic side or the computer side or motor side. Every time we will definitely face some issues, but we want to overcome that issue. Suddenly we cannot create a solution, but as when time, like we have a long plan. This is our target, we want to achieve this technology. So this is the main issues we are facing right now. We will do this kind of solution, but that's not a proper solution. That's a journey, like it's a challenging, like lots of issues definitely we will face. Maybe sometimes the technology stack, or sometimes the system will not work. Actually we have our all the computational part system, like the main boards we are using from Nvidia. That's the most advanced one, world most advanced one they are developing. So that's we are using. So the integration with most advanced hardware is also challenging, because the our team have that not that much of capability in 2030
Hmm.
and or 2040. So that's also
Right.
be given a proper training, and also the community support from Nvidia we got. That's also help us to develop most
Right.
advanced products.
So, so you started, the first sale was 7 robots, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
since then, how many robots have you sold? Or is it like a RAS model, robots as a service? Or do you just
Yeah,
rent
actually.
them? How is it?
Yeah, actually, we have two models. One is a purchase model, second is a RAS model, robotics as a service. Right now,
Hmm.
RAS model is very interesting model. So, actually, our first product name is called Tara Generation 1. It's a service robot. We have three different versions. For one is education segment. The robot will take the classes, and also the robot will give the technology idea, and also STEM education. The robot will provide, and also the capability to navigate approximate 4 lakh square feet. So lots of advantage in our first Tara generation 1 robot. So we have three different versions. One is for education, and second one is for medical, like healthcare
Hmm.
segment. The robot will monitor a patient. The patient monitoring system is also there. And also another Tara generation 1 version is banking as a sales service agent. Okay, we can use
Hmm.
real estate, hospitality, we can use in bank. That time period LLM, large language model boom is like really very well, like lots of technology stack is there. So right now 32 plus language supported in our robot. So um then we got some global collaboration. Right now we have very good portfolio, like Vis2X deployed our robot in Mumbai largest fintech expo. That's also goes viral. And also we shipped multiple robots for UAE, and also we deployed multiple robots for Saudi Arabia. So it's near 40 to 45 robots we deployed totally last
Oh,
1 year.
okay.
Yeah,
Last 1 year. Okay.
last
And
year
what
only.
would be an approximate cost for each of these humanoids?
Yeah, actually, definitely the cost will vary, depends on the use case. Actually, starting the generation 1, the cost is fully autonomous one. It's starting from 10,000 US dollar. Because the navigation system is there. It's very expensive. We are using multiple like 3D depth cameras, and also most advanced lidar. The cost is very high, and also we are using Nvidia hardware. The motor cost is very high. So the cost starting from 10,000 depends on the use case. It will vary. Like the UAE government, like some special use case projects, the cost is vary. Like they want to recognize everyone face, the recording system, feedback system they want to add. Then that cost is definitely changed.
Hmm.
This is the generation 1 actually. Then I think 10 to 12 robots after deployment, we realize this is the service robot. Okay. So the service segment, it take time to open in India. Okay. It's some challenges is there. But foreign countries, UAE, Saudi Arabia, very good market traction is there. Everyone is very interested to deploy those kind of robots. They're purely service and entertainment robots. Then we realized this is actually we want to develop our own clone and own like own Indian robot, right? So then we realized we want to develop our own industrial robot. That time period, I think figure robotics boom, they will leading the market leaders. So they introduce their first robot. That time period, we started to develop our generation 2 robot. It's called Daksha generation 2 for purely for industry. The robot, it's a general purpose robot. Every work, pick and place, handling, uh, product component sorting, integration, everywhere we can use those kind of advanced robots. So we are working with top, I cannot reveal any client details, it's a very confidential. So we are working with global fortune companies. We are solving their problems right now with our generation 2 robots. Generation 2 robots, we have multiple variant and multiple capabilities there. We integrated our own VLA and orchestration models in our robots. Actually, we are the first company developing our own VLA model, visual language action model. Right now, the global leaders in VLA, actually the VLA have very interesting story. I think I will mention that story. Maybe that's very interesting. Like actually, the figure, definitely you know the figure robotics, figure A. Actually, the figure A, backed by OpenAI and NVIDIA. OpenAI will provide the technology stack and large language models. So before 1 year, they canceled the agreement with OpenAI. Okay, the reason is they are going to develop their own VLA models. Then that time period, the company valuation is only $2 billion US. It's a pre-revenue company. So within last 6 months, after the agreement cancelled 6 months, they launched a VLA called Helix. Okay, so that time period, the company's valuation changed 2 billion to 39 billion. Okay, they raised $1 billion US funding. Okay, the reason is that Helix is a VLA model. That means the vision intelligence system they developed in house. Okay, and the second team is working in brilliant AI VLA model is Google DeepMind. They also launched their own DeepMind also launched their own VLA models. Right now, some companies are working, physical intelligence is working to develop their own VLAs and integrated brain system. And also proudly say that one of the company backed by IIT founders, Skilled AI, they're doing great job. Like there is 1.5 billion US with I think 50 or 60 billion valuation. I think Jeff Bezos, Nvidia also invested in this company. So the VLA and the model, like that's actually India is lacking. That's we are the different company in India working to develop our own infrastructure. I can and another point we can say we are the first company. The few companies deployed Blackwell GPUs in India. I think we are the first company deployed Blackwell hardware in India. Blackwell GPU hardware in Kerala, first company. So we have actually right now the first batch is already in our R&D. We are looking to develop 100 Blackwell GPU cluster in this year. Means we can train, lots of training we need. The humanoid means the generation 1, it's okay, it's a service robot. So it's a very limited, like the robot will do like it's a repeated loop is happening. So but the generation 2 and generation, we are also working generation 3, it's a complete bipedal humanoid robot. The generation 2 means lots of feedback loop is there. The digital twin want to do like the every microseconds the feedback is coming. And also we want to our AI model, the VLA and our AI brain want to integrate. And also we developed a core AI system called Viveka Decision AI core system. So the robot will give all the technology feedback. So our system will create a decision making. So that means if how the decision making happening, we want to give that much of data, train data. Okay, so right now we are training our team, a specialized team. We have to train the humanoids. So the training team is doing a great job in our R&D. We are the first company, I can proudly say that we are working on most advanced, and definitely within 2 years we will go for open source, like because open source only creating big impact. Okay, so right now we are working our own VLA models. So that's a who have the brain, like the figure is a pre-revenue company, Skilled AI is a pre-revenue company. The valuation, if you are comparing with the valuation, it's a total Wipro valuation is there, like for 3 lakh crore or 2 lakh crore valuation is there. Why the pre-revenue company get this much of valuation means they are building their own brain, like the human like most advanced brain they are building. Okay, but the difference between that companies and I Hub Robotics, we are building physical AGI. Okay, everyone is discussing artificial general intelligence and super intelligence, but we are working on physical AGI. Physical means why the humanoid robots are very interesting in this time means we are last 20 years we are using robots, right? Kuka, ABB, Fanuc, lots of robots we are using. But why the humanoid means we structured this world ecosystem, everything for for humans, right? So if we have human means, the robots can use everywhere. Okay, so that's an interesting thing is happening. So the technology development is very like right now in China and US, the agilities and also the figure they have, I think 100 or 200 humans are training robots each hours, like different tasks. Okay, so where we lacking, India lacking, we don't have that much of infrastructure. That's also an important point I want to discuss this interview. Like government want to push, like I expected, like this budget I expected 1 lakh crore GPU, but like right now in Indian AI mission they are doing great job, but if we want to compete with China and US, definitely we need that much of hardware. Okay, the infrastructure. But one
Yes.
good point, I think finance minister mentioned with 2047 till 2047, if anyone putting data centers or AI factories here, they don't want to pay tax. That's also good initiative. But India uh, want to create lots of fund. But I want to mention recently, I think before 2 months, Prime Minister announced 1 lakh crore R&D fund. That's also great initiative. But still now we need government funding and also private VC funding for the deep research tech. Like everyone is investing huge
You
money.
need like a holistic, the entire ecosystem to work together. So like everything in the
Yes, yes.
ecosystem needs to come down and
Wow.
play
Yes.
their part. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Actually, the
Yeah.
Indian AI mission is doing a great job. They are providing, they are the cheapest GPU cost provider. I think per hour, 60 rupees, we will get H200. Okay, that's absolutely nice. Okay, but
Okay.
I don't know, seriously, I don't know why the private players are not investing much in AI space in India, especially TCS, Wipro, everyone, like, I don't know, like, is right or wrong, but every private companies are paying dividend, and also the cash bank, the cash flow, they have lots of money. Okay, they are not investing much money in the infrastructure. Okay, I will mention in 2025, US announced the Stargate project, 500 billion US dollar for a factory. Saudi Arabia and UAE doing largest infrastructure, collaborated with NVIDIA and G42. They are doing, they
Mhm.
also near 500 billion US dollar investment is happening that space. Okay, because data centers and the AI factor is very important for our country's technology development. Okay, so the great thing is happening in February. The AI Impact Summit is happening. I think 200 countries are participating, 160 or 200 companies are participating. Right now, government is doing lots of effort, but the hyper more push we want to come from the private segment also. That also we are
Right.
expecting. Tata also want to put lots of money. Reliance, really, I think Reliance started some ventures, but the budget is very low. I will give some more examples. Like Mark Zuckerberg started a lab called Super Intelligence Lab. They
Mhm.
hired a team. Okay, one of the main leader name is Alexander. He's the founder of Scale Day. Okay, Mark Zuckerberg want to take that person to the Super Intelligence Lab. Then that only that reason, Mark Zuckerberg, the Meta purchased 50 percentage of stake in that company. The payment is near 40 billion US dollar. Okay, so Apple is definitely, I will give another example. Everyone is using Apple iPhone, right? Apple is failed in AI. They are not got any right product or development in AI side, but definitely they are going to launch their home robotics products within a year. Definitely they are going to launch. Okay, so this space every day it's going great. Like I am not mentioned anything about Elon Musk. He's planning something very huge.
Beyond.
He's going, yeah, he's going to like I think everyone have different gods, right? So I think after 100 years we can mention he's a god. Like space plus robot means he can, if I have the space technology, I have the robotics technology, they can control anything. Okay, means like I will just explain. Like he's mentioning every time he's mentioning going to the money system, the financial structure going to change when the Optimus came
Yeah.
within a 20 years. Yeah, we don't want to do any job. If you're a passionate man, you can do some job, okay, but the food, water, everything we will get, okay, but how the resource, how the product we will get without a cost, because we are going to
Hmm.
use massive robot factory. The robot will create food, robot will create do farming, everything, okay. So right now the gold price is increasing every day, right? So you just think total gold we already collected, I think 80 or 90 percentage or 95% gold from earth. You just think lots of stars are there, lots of like we want to explore everywhere. So the space plus robotics integration is a very biggest technology advantage we will get. So that's why US is supporting that much of Elon Musk, and also why China is putting lots of money. I think China 500 billion yuan something they allocated from the federal bank for technology companies, okay. So
Hmm.
that's a race speed is very high. We want to aggressively participate, government want to aggressively, and private companies want to participate in this journey, because this is not a business development, or this is a not just a market. This is our if we are dragging, or if we are not participating this technology, I will tell you, the Operation Sindoor, we realize the humanless war is coming, okay. China is already deployed multiple robots in their war phase, okay. So the general purpose humanoid robots, it's a very important factor for each and every country. Okay, everyone in I think UAE started their robotics fund, AI fund. I think 200 billion dirham something. So everyone is investing. This is a very important technology. We need more. I think if anyone interested in robotics space, this is the biggest market.
So, Atul, how much funds have you already raised, and how many rounds did you take to raise that much funds, and how did you approach the VCs?
Yeah, actually, in 2024, and we got the preceding fund. It's near 4.5 crore from US angels. In this, the Indian angels, they are mainly located in US. So we got pre-seed round. Right now, the seed round is happening. The size is near 3 to 5 million. So robotics is definitely it's a funded business, because research cost is very high.
So, how do you find your customers? Where is it that you have these conversations with, and who is it that you have these conversations with?
Yeah, actually, our customers, we are not doing any advertisement still right now. We are
Hmm.
getting lots of interest from outside. They are searching every company. Still now, the generation two, we got at least 10 to 12 global top companies, including top number one automobile manufacturing company, including. So it's every company, like it's a different companies from Europe, GCC. So everyone is looking at right manufacturer, okay, from India. Everyone is looking India as a
Okay.
manufacturing house. So like if you are building something, it's a great product, definitely the client come to your table. That's a philosophy I am working. Like that technology advancement,
Interesting.
definitely, yeah, the technology advancement, that much of technology you are developing, that technology is suitable to solve that problem, the client problem. If that's matching, then definitely the client come to your table.
But how do they know that it is you who are building this product?
Yeah, that then definitely actually we are getting lots of lead from LinkedIn, and also the clients are searching the government. Like I cannot mention more, like it's a very confidential, but every government have a committee, some govern like every company have some research group. They are searching actively to develop who will solve this problem, okay. So that's also, so you can advertise, or you are put your project on social media or online, or your website. They will come to you if the project is suitable for their problem. So that's the things we are
Got
doing,
it.
but actually we are not revealed what we are working. I think 10% only we revealed in our social media, in all our platform. The 90% it's a confidential, it's a client confidential projects we are working.
Got it. And how much of the product that you're building is in-house versus how much is it that you build in collaboration? Or and if you
Yeah,
can mention that what is in-house and what is in
Yeah,
collaboration
the
with other
Tara,
vendors?
yeah, Tara Generation 1, the first robot, we achieved 72% indigenous development. The
Mhm.
28% we are depends on different countries, including Taiwan and US NVIDIA. Definitely, what we are planning, we want to achieve 86% in 2026 Q3. Quarter 3, we are expecting. The Daksha Generation 2, we achieved almost 60% indigenous development because we are using most advanced hardware, and also the motors also, it's a very different capability motors. But within a year, right now we have a wing to develop our own end effectors and hardwares, including motors. So some companies right now is working, they are developing most advanced motors, harmonic gear motors. So right now we are collaborating with them. So in our mission in 2029, we want to achieve 95% indigenous development. That's our goal.
Okay. And what is that 5% that you'll be dependent on outside? What part of
NVIDIA,
the robot is it?
definitely
Mm,
NVIDIA, because the
okay.
hardware, if we are also working in hardware, but that's like that much of capex investment we need. It's a very long process. If we are starting to develop our own computational AI chip, we can only achieve 2030 or 32. India is also aiming 3 chip in 2032. So that's very challenging.
Mm,
And also
okay.
their integrating technology or their technology capabilities that much of advanced. Okay, first, I think within last year they launched per seconds 72 TOPS, trillion operation per seconds capable board they launched. Then 270, then right now 1000 TOPS, trillion parameters they can run with their boards. So that's most advanced one. Some companies are working in India, but their capability only 1 TOPS. That's a hardest challenging thing.
Okay. And right now, as per your factory space, how big is it? And first question, and second is, how many robots can you build in 1 year?
Right now we have actually before 6 months we taken a space for the manufacturing. It's at 11,000 square feet. Right now we splitted that space. Right now we achieve near 24,000 square feet. That's the largest AI and humanoid robotics training means not teaching, training the robot, and also develop
Mhm.
our own hardware, body part, everything. It's a fully integrated factory we are building. It's a gigafactory, 24,000 space. So that's going to inaugurate on March. So that largest space, we have the capability to build 300 robots per month. But the technology capability, like that much of capacity utilization, we will only achieve 2017. Sorry, 27. So next year we are going to achieve that capability, space utilization. So right now we have 50 to 65 robots per month development capability we have. The space capability, if you are comparing, that's 300 robots. That means here we can develop 3,000 to 3,500 robots per year.
So if someone were to build a robotic startup or a robotic product right now, which product or which sector, top three sectors they should focus on according to you?
Yeah, first segment, definitely everyone, every global companies are working on general purpose robots and home robots. Okay, but I will tell you, like, we want to solve more problems. Like if we are developing a underwater drones or underwater robots, you will get very good market, because human cannot enter that area that much. That space is very big. So, and
Mhm.
second one is industrial robots. Every company, the industrial robots, the first place definitely industrial robots, because I will give a simple example. Amazon margin is 4 to 5%. I think they achieved recently 7 or 8% margin. Actually, they are aiming 20% margin. Okay, so they announced 10 lakh job cut in US. Okay. In India, the most good job is IT job. Okay. But US, that's every skill job is, they will get very good salary, 1 crore or 1.5 crore. Okay. So if they are going to, they acquired a major stake in agility robotics. They are going to deploy everywhere most advanced humanoid robots. Okay. So
Oh.
every companies need humanoid robots, their factory
So
manufacturing.
you would
Important
say
means,
third one as a humanoid robotics, like
no,
people
first,
can get into.
No, no. Actually, the first one is industrial robotic space. Industrial robotic
Mm-hmm.
space means that's humanoid. Like industry using still now using robotic arms, but everywhere robotic arm going to replace humanoid robots. Okay,
Oh,
the
that's
first
what
one
you're
definitely.
saying.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
yes. The industrial space the robot can do lots of things. Right now, we are collaborated with some main automobile company. Still now, humans lifting 10 kg and 20 kg battery. Okay, that's a biggest challenge. Still now, that's very challenging to integrate with technology. Right now, we are going to
Mm-hmm.
solve that problem using advanced humanoid robots because the feedback loop is there, so they can work like as a human. Okay, so first one is industrial robots. Then it's a space robot is also very interesting technology. I think BCs are angels very interested to invest in that space also because it's a next generation technology. We can do lots of things in space robotics technology. So and also third one is healthcare also, like in 2013 in US, if I am mentioning as an example, US 10 million nurses are going to retire. Okay, so the skill gap is there, and also in 2035 also 150 million age population, we want to care all of them. Okay, so most advanced
Right.
caring robots, if you can develop in healthcare space, we are also working the same line. So that's also a very big market.
Oh, interesting. Um, what's the hardest unsolved problem in robotics right now?
Right now, I think it's a hardware and software. Software, definitely the training hours is very high. Definitely we will solve. Right now, I think most advanced software is launching from NVIDIA side. Recently, they launched Physics, one of the advanced software, and also the Groot 1.5 they launched. The hardware, we want to compute that much of like we are creating human brains. Like we have 100 billion neurons, that much of decision making we want to integrate to their circuit. That's very challenging. Right now, the world most
Oh,
advanced hardware produced by NVIDIA, that's called Thor. So the hardware is the challenging thing. The software, definitely we
okay.
can, like software is also very hard, but right now it's like the technology advancement, very brilliant technology advancement is happening. Like before 1 year, if you want to have simple activity, I want to take a glass, you need 5,000 hours training. Okay, perfect. Different type of pick and place, you need 5,000 hours or 10,000 hours training you need. Recently, using Groot, NVIDIA achieved 10 years training in 2 or 3 days time period. They achieved
Oh,
10 years training. Okay, so we can use Isaac Sim or Isaac Sim Lab. We can train 10 robots, 100 robots, 1,000 robots. Okay, so the training capability, we are software side, we achieved a lot, but right now we need most advanced hardware. Hardware is the challenging thing. We need most
okay.
advanced end effectors. That's a thing.
Okay. Got it. Um, so what's the fastest way of getting into robotics right now? Anyone who's listening, maybe they're some potential founder or researcher or someone who wants to be a co-worker at any of these startups or companies or a professor. What's the fastest way of getting into robotics?
I think you want to do lots of projects in this space, and also you can LinkedIn. Lots of discussion is happening in robotic space. Just connect it. Okay, you can do a open source project with, and you can do collaboration. And also one thing I definitely say is that like just follow NVIDIA. Okay, because they are setting the trend. They are the trendsetters. Okay, 2024 they announced Agentic AI. Right now everyone is using Agentic AI. Next, they predicted in the last years also humanoid robots are going to change everything. Okay, so you just follow most advanced technology. If any technology updates happening daily, you just update that thing. Okay, so and also
Oh,
you just share your projects LinkedIn. You can work with many companies. If you are interested to work with us, definitely our portal, the partnership portal is there. So you just connect. If you are doing a brilliant project, mind blowing idea, the technology stack is very interesting. Definitely, we can do a collaboration. Different companies, like lots of companies are doing same way. So we need a collaborative approach in our ecosystem. In India, we need to create a proper ecosystem. So I have robotics already opened partnership with different. We are already collaborated with different professors also. If you're joining a startup, you can learn lots of things. Please kindly work with founders. Like that's not easy job. Definitely, it's a very tough. You want to work at least 60 to 18 hours a day, but you can get lots of knowledge. Like if you are studying a MBA, 3 years or 2 years MBA, that full knowledge you will get from if you are working with a founder office. So that's, and also if you are working a startup, like on the white collar job, like the total IT segment is totally changing. Next thing is a startup boom. Startup boom means if you work a startup, lots of advantage you have. The knowledge base I am already mentioned. The second thing, if you are very talented, you can contribute lots of synergies, or you can put lots of effort to that company. Definitely you will get ESOP. So that will create a massive wealth. If the startup is going very well, if they are going to list in IPO, then you will get a massive wealth. Like Nvidia done, every Nvidia employees is a millionaires. So that's also another opportunity. And also if you want to start a startup or technology, you can see how to develop a product, how to check its market fit or not, how to promote a product, how to scale a startup. Every idea you will get if you're working with a startup.
Got it. Which is your favorite robotics company or startup of the world, anywhere in the world?
Definitely, my startup is also mine, but definitely I
Of
will mention
course,
Figure
apart
Robotics.
from yours.
Figure Robotics, Figure A. They are doing great job. They are
Mm.
actually, Tesla is also doing, but Figure is building something very interesting.
And which would be your favorite robot? First, let's start with the real ones, the ones that are already deployed.
Yeah, that's interesting. The figure robots are good. If you are like the technology integration stack, if you are asking, definitely the Optimus is very good, and also the figure robot is also very good. Chinese, I am not interested that much. Like I am not seeing that much of technology capability in Chinese robot, because it's a fully policy trained and teleoperated robots. But figure
Mm-hmm.
and Optimus is doing great job. Tesla is doing a great job. The two robots I
Okay.
am very interested to learn more, because still now the technology side is a very closed loop. Optimus is also not revealing. I think 2000 or 3000 robot already deployed in Tesla factory. So I think within few months we will get more idea. Definitely, because Elon Musk giving some impressive hint. He is, and I think yesterday he mentioned Optimus going to contribute more in US GDP. Okay, so that means that much of technologies already developed there in backend. So a nuclear plant, chemical area, everywhere, warfield, they are going to use robots. So yeah, this is the best companies I'm
Okay.
every day I'm following.
Okay. And any advice that you would want to give right now to the uh, Indian robotics ecosystem? Um, what is it that they can do right now?
Actually, the collaboration we want to, every robotics companies, we want to do a collaboration manner. The technology stack
Mm.
integration, we like it's an open source manner we want to work. And also we have a very common goal. We want to build most advanced robotics technology from India, and we want to deploy global everywhere. So like make in India products, Prime Minister already mentioned, every home we want to give a make in India products. So we are very interested to collaborate with any startup, the technology integration side, or if you are developing motors, definitely we are interested to welcome as a vendor. So this is the right time, but we want to do like simple as every founders, we want to put 15 hours or 16 hours per day, because that much of advancement is happening. This is the greatest market. This is the biggest and greatest market. 24 trillion market is opening. So do the hard work. We can create our country proud. We can deploy our most advanced robots everywhere.
What's the vision of the company, but not just the company? What is your vision of humanoids, say 20 years down the line? How do you see the world and India?
Yeah, our vision, like we are very nationalistic vision we have, because we got very big opportunity from some different countries government. You just reallocate to that country. They will provide everything like facility, funding, everything. But we have very strong core vision. We want to develop most advanced technology from Bharat, from India. That's our biggest goal. We want to we want to achieve 95% or 98% indigenous development. Like we missed lots of trains because technology development we missed. That's the biggest issue still now we are facing. After 20 years, definitely our next generation don't give this excuse. Our before 10 years they miss their technology burst. That's why we are lacking. So I have robotics core vision. We want to develop most advanced technology from India and deployed everywhere. In India, next 20 years it's the biggest, like that's the most amazing time is coming, because the GDP is very growing very fast. We are almost biggest market. Every company is even Samsung and Foxconn, everyone is investing in India. So this is the biggest opportunity is coming. Definitely the robotic space, I have robotics lead this journey. That's our vision. We want to make proud our country. Everywhere we want to deploy most advanced technology.
Great. I think that was very interesting to understand humanoid robotics space from your insight, from a space where someone is trying to build those robots, and with someone with that vision of wanting humanoid robots in each of the homes, not just in the country, but around the world. Thank you so much for sharing so many of your insights, your journey into understanding, how to prototype a robot, how to build a team, how to skill them, which is very important. Um, how to even get them together and how to make sure that each one is playing their part well. How to even think from a perspective of building more of the product in India, for India, but also for the world as well. So I think there's like a lot of takeaway that people who are listening in this space can find value in. And I'm sure, like, going down the line, we would again sit down sometime together to see other of your hundreds of more robots being deployed, and we'll talk about that journey as well soon. So all the best, and we'll definitely be following your journey.
Sure, sure. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And I want to, like, you are doing a great job in Indian robotics community. Like you are posting every technology update. That's a wonderful job. Thank you so much to create more awareness in robotics ecosystem, especially in students. So we can together we can build a great India, and definitely that to create a great world. So thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.